This is Charjr Ryuki. This is basically a redo from yesterday's. My camera ran out of battery, and while it was charging, I kind of passed out in the chair. Yesterday was my birthday. I turned 26 yesterday. Yeah, I'm getting old. That's okay. I even took a half a day off yesterday. Reason for that is that I got sick during the night, and I still felt somewhat good enough to go to work. And it just got too much of a pain, so I decided to go home, and I basically did nothing but sleep. At 5:15 I went out. When I woke up for like the second time, I went and took care of my dog, and then I came in, ate something, went back to sleep. So I basically did nothing but sleep for the rest of the day on my birthday. It wasn't really a very fun birthday. I had a good meal the night before. That's one of the reasons why. Because mainly I don't eat very much when I'm at work. It gets really hot up there and I'm just never hungry. I do try and eat something, but it's never enough. It makes you feel satisfied, but yet you really ain't. It's something that you can just something that just gets you by. And that's basically what I deal with. I drink a lot of water while I'm at work, but I also drink a lot of this. I drink a lot of pop, which is bad for you, but I drink it anyway. Mainly because it's what my body is used to get the caffeine, at least. I'll drink hot tea, but sometimes I'm just too lazy to make hot tea. Or hot green tea. And I won't drink coffee because it's something that I just don't want to drink. I don't think I ever tried it either. But yet, I don't plan to. It'll be funny. I'm 80. I'll be like 60 years from now. I will never drink a freaking drop of coffee, but I'll drink hot tea or fucking pop. That'd be fucking funnier than hell. 80 years old, won't drink coffee, but will drink pop just to keep himself up. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm 26. And, well, on another subject, Tuesday night, just because I was at my little dinner party. Well, I guess I can call it that. It's more like a family dinner to celebrate my birthday. I missed the first 30 minutes of Teen Wolf, but I was able to watch the last 30 minutes. And this last 30 minutes, I started to notice that something's different about Scott. You know how some things that he just doesn't really let get to him? Like these constant sudden bangs. These sudden bang noises. Like that kid was doing. Like he was addicted to his medicine, the medicine that they were giving him. And kept on banging on the walls. It started irritating Scott to where basically he did a small transformation. And it scared the kid enough to make him stop. Or angered him enough to make him transform to scare the kid. But then when they got to the door, they tried to break the door down, because it was Liam's idea. And Liam came up with a perfectly good idea, and Stiles is actually okay with it. Liam said, hit me. Hit me. If you hit me, I get angry and I'll get stronger. So hit me. Yeah, go ahead. After a little bit, Scott finally decides to hit him. After thinking about it, and he starts hitting him, and Stiles goes, I think you're going to have to hit him a little harder than that. Yeah, he's like, yeah, you got it. Do it again. Do it again. I fucking tried to kill you. He's like, yeah, he even left you for dead, Stiles says. And he just all of a sudden gets mad. And he has every right to. But this is a total, like, it's, in a way, it's a totally different Scott. You know, he'd hit, Isaac. He would hit Isaac. He hit Isaac twice. Basically because he stole Allison from Scott. And because he wanted to kiss her because he hasn't kissed her yet. But he still got hit for it. But he literally punched his own beta more than once. 3, maybe close to 5 times. I wasn't really counting. And then finally, Liam started getting angrier. He started getting angry, and he transformed, and he roared a little bit. He snarled a little bit. I think he snarl. And he was glaring right at Scott, and Scott goes, "You fucking angry? Good, 'cause so am I!" And they grab a hold of the fucking gate, and they knock the son of a bitch down. And as soon as they got it down, he yells, "Stiles, go!" Stiles goes in there, he gets Lydia's attention, he sees what they did to her. He sees that she's, like, seriously in trouble. And Lydia tells him that you're all gonna die here if you stay. Every single one of you are gonna die if you stay. And she told him to leave because the guy who's drilling a hole in her head is showing up. And it goes back to that episode where he goes, I amplified your abilities. Did Scott get his pack together? Is he coming for you? And she goes, well, somebody is coming, but it's not Scott. And it's dumb shit Theo and his pack of chimeras. And when he gets asked what does he want with Banshee, he goes, that's not what I'm wanting, it's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a Hellhound. And just as he said Hellhound, there's Parrish. Which I think they did an awesome job with the whole Hellhound thing. With the fire and I think they did an awesome job with that. And the funny thing is, or not exactly the funny thing is, but in the next episode, which that little clip, Kira is losing control of her power a little bit. And she tells Malia to leave. And then there's a big flash, like a bolt, like she got hit by lightning. Like she's getting electrocuted. Which I think if I was to assume, this is just a theory, that maybe Kira is too charged up with electricity. And she is a Thunder Kitsune. Even though she's also called a Dark Kitsune, but maybe she's got too much power running through her, and it's making her unstable to where she can't control the fox inside, and the fox is just taking control of her, which is probably why she's not allowed to use her sword. And you see Scott and Liam coming face to face with with Parrish, and they actually follow him. But then there's a little clip with Scott standing face to face with Theo, and Theo is saying, "You need me. I have Lydia's scent. You need me to get to her." And they gave it a good title, Liability. The ability to lie. And that's what Theo's capable of. And he's capable, very well capable of manipulation. And he does it really well. And obviously Scott doesn't trust him at all. And for good reason. And they say, and Jeff Davis said that Scott was supposed to become a badass in 5B, and he's working up to that point, in my opinion. I know others will say otherwise. Like some critics said that because Scott's an alpha, he should force members of his pack to come back, which can't do that. They're on their own. They're on their own people. You can't, even if he is an alpha, he's not that type of alpha like Derek or Peter or Deucalion. He's not like them. Even if he resembles Peter, because Peter bit him, it doesn't matter. It's not his character. It's not who he is. He can't force them to come back. They have to choose to come back. And they all came back, besides Lydia, and that's who they're trying to save right now. And like I said when they did that clip where Malia actually turned Scott down before they went and got Kira, that for some, like those critics who didn't really understand, if they didn't watch the interview with Jeff Davis, especially at the Comic-Con panel, Jeff Davis said that he wanted Scott to fail. And with the interview with Tyler Posey, he didn't really come out with the details, but he basically said that everybody's going to have their hardships, and especially Scott. Scott's going to get in between a rock and a hard place, and for the first time, he ain't going to know what to do. This is why Scott had to fail. For the first time, he had to fail. He had to learn. So you critics, back the fuck off. Jeff Davis wanted this to happen. Hello? Grow up. What else was I going to talk about? Can't wait for the next episode. But, I really want to see Scott beat the hell out of Theo eventually. That's what I want to see. Give Theo such an ass beating. Scales. What the hell was I going to say? Yeah, if you guys haven't noticed, I'll say Scales or something like that. It's not just because I like dragons. It's just another way that I got myself into. Besides saying a cuss word, I'll say Scales or Fang or something like that. It might sound stupid to some people, but that's just the way I am. What the hell was I going to talk about? Oh yeah, what I just watched twice. The battle against Ash versus Alon. Obviously, Ash is going to lose, and he's supposed to, for good reason. Because now, at the end of the episode, you see Ash standing there, puzzled, as if he's trying to figure out the connection between him and Greninja that makes Greninja change form to become more powerful. The Ash Greninja form. The question is, what is he going to do? What him and Greninja are going to do to master it. Obviously, when we've seen these little clips of him battling Shota again, with Shota having a Mega Stone for his Sceptile, not Ash's, that Ash Greninja does not look like the Ash Greninja that we see now, cloaked in water. So obviously, something after this battle, towards the end of the Team Flare arc, where they battle for the final battle against Team Flare, obviously at some point, they're going to get both of the Zygarde cores, both the red and the blue, and they're going to force those two to transform into possibly the perfect Zygarde to use their power, to use that weapon. So obviously we're probably going to see that weapon. And obviously Ash and his friends are going to try and stop it, along with Team Rocket. Even though they're going to try and help, they're only going to help in their benefit, which they're going to try and steal the Pokemon instead towards the end. And again, there's obviously going to be another battle against Alon and his Mega Charizard X versus Ash and his Greninja, or Ash Greninja. And this is probably going to be like a final battle thing, and Ash will finally win. And that's probably what's going to come towards the Team Flare arc. And someone had thought that when March comes, the battle where it says Ash battles Zapdos, I don't remember who it was who mentioned it in their video, because I watched it the other day. I just don't remember. That they assume that their theory is that Noibat is going to evolve into Noivern, and it'll be a battle between Noivern and Zapdos. Flying and Electric versus Flying and Dragon. I could see that being a good battle, since mainly Zapdos will use Electric type moves. The only Flying type moves I believe Zapdos will use will either be Sky Attack or Drill Peck. Besides its electric attacks. And obviously, Noibat or Noivern will probably learn a couple new moves, either Dragon Pulse, probably not Boom Burst yet. It might also learn a fucking fire type move, such as Flamethrower. Like, just about ever since I watched Pokemon, since it started, Ash has always had a Pokemon that had a move named like a Flamethrower. Besides just Charizard, obviously. Flamethrower just happens to be one of the favorite moves. And this is just my thought. You don't have to take it, for granted or personally. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Or what you guys think will happen in Teen Wolf, or what you guys will think will happen in the next Pokemon episodes. Will Team Rocket succeed in protecting the Blue Zygarde core? Don't know. We know that Blue Zygarde core could go to 10% Zygarde and 50% Zygarde. We know it ends up battling Alon and Charizard, and his Charizard. Don't know if he's going to Mega Evolve his Charizard. Didn't see that. But he probably will. Yeah. Better switch hands. My arm's getting tired. Yeah, I just recorded like 3 more gym battle videos. One of them was like a mess up because I wasn't paying attention, and I obviously admit that. I was setting it up and I hit the wrong button and I already started it, and I was like, oh crap, do I just go ahead and record it or just say screw it? Nah, I just decided to record it, so that's what I did. I recorded it. It didn't really end the way I wanted it to either. I wasn't very happy about it. But I still won. Yeah. I'm thinking, I just can't think of anything to say. When the hell is Ash and Serena gonna get together? When are they gonna have a freaking moment? Basically, in episode 12 was just like a waste. Didn't get to see them dance or do anything really together at all besides the tag battle where Eevee evolved into Sylveon, which is, I guess, cool in my opinion. Or awesome. Figured Fairy Wind would probably be the first move that Sylveon would learn. Hopefully, eventually, towards the end of the series, it learns something like Moonblast or Dazzling Gleam. Something a little stronger. And it probably will. Just wonder what's going to happen. Because if Serena wins, she'll have to stay. And she won't be able to travel with Ash anymore. And towards the end, is she going to admit her feelings for him? That's going to be... It's going to be difficult because she hasn't done that yet. And Ash, in a way, is still oblivious! Eventually, he'll get it. Hopefully. Or he'll start to notice. Maybe Pikachu will point it out to him. Pikachu already knows, and Pikachu knew from the very freaking beginning. He just kept it to himself. Well, anyway, guys, I'm going to end it right here. I am Charjr Ryuki. Like, comment, subscribe for more. Let me know your thoughts about Teen Wolf and what you guys think will happen. And also with future episodes of Pokemon. So, X, Y, and Z. So, peace out.